This is the Bobcat T770 high flow, and that is the Atera equipment, or Atera attachments really, from Skid Steer Solutions Typhoon brush cutter. It's rated at a 12-inch cut, and it will do more than 12 inches. I cut down a Russian olive that was 16 inches with it earlier, and it had no problem. You just have to go a little slow, but it'll do it. And he's now mulching up the Russian olives that we cut down. So you can see he's down there doing a few. Now I will say, this thing is violent, so you definitely don't want to be close to it. It does a really good job. There's some serious benefits to this thing. If you've looked at all, you'll know that there's some significant differences between a brush cutter and a masticator, and I don't think either one's bad. I think that for my purposes, this is a much better choice. And this thing is, I mean, we did all of this. I masticated all of this in here, down to through where he's at, and down there. There's big piles down there where those new pieces of brush are. And I did it in an hour and 30 minutes. So, or mulched it, I should say. It's not masticated. And so yeah, I really like this piece of equipment. It's been amazing. It's so balanced, like you can barely feel it run on the machine. I will say though, so this is the high flow unit. I think it goes up to, it can run on a system up to 45 gallons per minute, if I remember correctly. My machine's like at 37. And cutting through some of the wood, especially in mulching situations, it definitely will bog down a little bit. So be careful and know the limits of your machine. And as you can see, it throws debris. It's throwing it way out here. It throws out the sides a little bit, and out front, of course. It throws stuff way over here, so it'll definitely, you know, the 100-yard variance on it that says stay back 100 yards is with good reason. But this thing is amazing. It's so well built. It's just solid, and it just does an amazing job. And yeah, you pay more for this thing than just about all the other brands, but it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. And as you can see here, he's got the back end up a little bit more, and the blades down, the front end tip down. That's to get a finer mulch, but it does fling more. So, and we just make sure that the crossbar, the lower crossbar on the arms, aren't higher than the bottom of the glass, and it keeps us pretty well protected. He's turning, so I'm gonna turn a little bit here. Get out of his way so he's not mulching in my direction. But yeah, I can't say, like, so I do need to mention that they did send me some stuff at a discounted rate, and they sent me a couple of free things. Skid Steer Solutions did, and Atera is their own in-house brand. However, I told them I would not give them a positive review of the equipment if I didn't feel like it was, you know, good. And I got to tell you, personally, I think it's great. It's so you can use it for this, you know, mulching kind of situation like we're doing here. And we did all of this today. We started down there at that tree behind this one here. I used the Atera Backhoe E70 boom and their hydraulic thumb and bucket, and we cleared out all this fragrant sumac and brush that was in here. And we came all the way down, and then we did all this mulching of these trees. I pushed over a bunch of trees and cut down these trees, and it's just, yeah, it's amazing. You can see the blades. It's just a dual blade machine on the attachment. It's not quad blade or triple blade, and it doesn't have masticating teeth. But I'm super stoked on this thing. It's great. I'm really, really happy with it. My client was really happy with it today. He was very, you know, curious, little hesitant maybe to say it truthfully about how much we'd get done today. And he's been super impressed by what we're getting done. And this thing is just, I mean, it's just a beast. And if you know anything about Russian olive, it's a very stringy wood, very much like cedar, but it's way harder in density. And this thing is just eating through it. So I am very happy.